Hello Wolfpack. I'm making a video today because I think that the altcoin season and the rest of the crypto bull run, as you guys would know, is upcoming in Q4 and Q1 and potentially even later into next year. Depending on whether the lengthening cycles theory really takes place. But I think we can be certain that, or very, very sure at least, that Q4 and at least the first half of Q1 will be quite bullish, and that's due to the 4-year cycle theory. Whether it continues on from there is we'd have to take it by a year at that point and kind of extrapolate the data a little bit. There's many conflicting views within the crypto space about that, but assuming that this altcoin season continues, we're going to be seeing another wave, like we saw in April and May, of meme coins, right? Coins that basically have no utility, that just take off out of nowhere, just due to the fact that we're in a bull run, right? It happens every single time, and quite frankly, it's kind of predatory, right? It's predatory on people who don't know much about crypto and don't know much about how market cap works, and I'll tell you why. Look. The only reason Dogecoin took off, right, is because of Elon Musk, obviously. But Dogecoin has been around, and it could be argued that Dogecoin's been around since 2014, and every bull run's had kind of exponential amount of gains. If you see here on the weekly chart on Dogecoin, if we just flip it to log, so it's easier to kind of track, we can see that in the initial bull run in 2014, 2013, Dogecoin went up 12x, right? Pretty respectable. In the 2017 run, it went up roughly 88x, and in this bull run so far, from the bottom, it's been up, there you go, over 57,000%. So, it's definitely had a proven record of massive gains, and this is one of the reasons why people get confused, because they think that it's had massive gains in the past, it will continue to do that in the future forever, right? Simply not how it works with market cap, right? Dogecoin has had these gains in the past because it's been allowed to, because its market cap has been significantly low. I want to say, just before I continue with this kind of tangent here, that when Dogecoin took off, and this happens in every single bull cycle, it took off here, right, around April and May, and this is two important time periods in the crypto market. In April, Bitcoin topped out at 64k, all right, so this is when Bitcoin topped out in April in this initial move. Notice that whenever these coins pump, the meme coins, all right, the doggy coins, whatever you want to call them, whenever they pump, it is when the market is at an all-time high, when the market is dramatically overvalued for that time period, right? And a lot of people will say, well, 60k is not overvalued because we're going to go to 100k at the end of the year. Yes, I agree with you. However, for the time period, for where we were in the cycle in April, 64k was way too high. I didn't have Wolves of Crypto at the time, but I can say to you this, we were very overvalued at that point. We shouldn't have been at that point that quickly. If you look at the returns from this cycle in relation to returns from the last two cycles, we should have been at around 30k at that point in April, right? We were massively overvalued way too early in the cycle due to the fact that Elon Musk and PayPal, released that news very early in the year, and it kind of led to a run-up, preemptively, and that's why we dropped down so significantly, because we were so overvalued. We corrected back to where the norm was meant to be, all right? And now we're at a fair valuation. In fact, we're a little bit undervalued. But at that time, 64k was overvalued, and that was kind of a trigger moment, right? When we see, those coins, the Safe Moons, the Doge coins, the Shiba Inus, when we see those pop off, right, that's when we know that basically the top is near, right? And it happens every single time, because what it means is that the dumb money, and not to be rude, but there are the dumb money, because they're brand new investors who don't know anything about cryptocurrency or financial markets, enter the market. And in order for them to enter the market, it means that the word, right, metaphorically speaking, the word about crypto has been spread to those people already, and hence there's not too many new investors, potential new investors to come into the market, because they're already here, right? When Dogecoin was popping off, how many people did you know who heard about Dogecoin? How many people in, how many YouTube channels, how many Twitch streamers, how many news articles were about Dogecoin? They were everywhere, right? Everyone knew about Dogecoin. 79-year-old grandmothers knew about Dogecoin, right? In Kazakhstan, they knew about Dogecoin, right? Everyone knew about it. And that's a bad sign, because that means that everyone knows about it. Therefore, there's not many new potential investors to come into Dogecoin, right? And we saw that. We saw that when Dogecoin ran up. If we go to CoinMarketCap, it's already still here. It's already at 10th on the market cap ranking. Dogecoin ran up to, I think, 4th or 5th, right? That's when you know it's time to sell, because you know it's time to sell when it is way overvalued in comparison to other coins that have better use cases, better utility, aren't as hyped up, aren't up already 56,000% this cycle. And the thing is, new investors don't understand that. They think that it will just go up forever because they think everyone knows about this, so it will just keep going, right? But that's not the case. If everyone knows about it, it's probably time to sell, right? Because the whole point of investing is to get in early, so the price goes up when people start to know about it. But if everyone already knows about it, it's not going to go up anymore, right? So you could argue that, we've had this correction now, and now Dogecoin can make another run. Yeah, 100%. 100% Dogecoin can make another run. I completely agree with that. But the point is, where is it going to run to? Where is it going to run to? Dogecoin's 10th on the CoinMarketCap ranking. Do you really think it deserves to be at number 5? All right, do you really think it deserves to be at number 1? No. The fact is it doesn't. All right, it doesn't do anything. It's a meme coin, right? And Elon Musk can push Dogecoin all he wants, right? But at the end of the day, and we'll look at CoinMarketCap quickly. At the end of the day, as soon as he stops tweeting, right? Stops tweeting here in May, June, he stopped tweeting about Dogecoin, right? Look at that volume. The volume just dies off, right? Because people don't care about it. People aren't actually invested in this coin because they like the coin. They're invested in it because they want to make money, right? And you could say that about anything, right? You can say, oh, we're investing in it because we want to make... No, you have to actually like the coin to a certain extent in terms of fundamentals, in terms of understanding its use case, in order to be a good investment. Right? Yes, the goal of investing is to make money, but the point is, if you're investing in something that's useless, you're going to drop that bag very, very quickly when there's even a slight tinge of downside. And that's why Dogecoin's very risky as well, right? And I will say, yeah, of course, if Dogecoin drops from its all-time high all the way back down, 95, even 99%, I'll probably pick up some Dogecoin, right, as a little gamble, because who knows, if Elon starts tweeting again, bang, it might go up in value, but right now it's very, very overvalued still. And, the thing with TA, and I've drawn some TA on Dogecoin, and typically this would be bullish, right? The TA, we've entered a very long-term symmetric triangle, and we've got a descending wedge inside of that triangle. If we break out of that wedge to the upside, we're probably going to break the triangle as well, and we're going to go way up, right? That's how TA would have me thinking about Dogecoin right now. However, TA doesn't apply to things like meme coins, because any piece of news, any random tweet can completely negate the TA, and you could say that's the same thing about any market, right? Any coin, but it's particularly true with Dogecoin when basically all of its value comes from tweets. All right, so any single piece of news can completely negate this entire pattern, all right, and it wouldn't even matter, and we could go all the way up or all the way down, right? It's as simple as that. So if we look at Shiba, for example, what we can notice with Shiba, and the reason why I wanted to point it out, is because Shiba's obviously way older than this, right? It didn't just have one day of upside and then drop down, right? But it did actually have, if we look at CoinMarketCap, it's been around since, last year, right? August last year. It's been around for a long time, actually. And, if you bought Shiba down here, congratulations, good job. But what you will see is that as soon as it got listed to Binance, right, and Coinbase, they all came at the same time. As soon as it got listed to those exchanges, literally within one day, it started dropping and it's never recovered. And this is a great example of the fact that, coins like this, it goes back to what I was saying. People don't care about it. They just want to make money and get out because they realize that long term it's not going to last. With Bitcoin, for example, if you make money in Bitcoin, yes, you're probably going to sell some bags, depending on your situation. But you're never going to be all out of Bitcoin, right? You're never going to sell all your Bitcoin, logically. It's just not the right thing to do because you understand that Bitcoin has a long-term use case, right? The financial system, current monetary policy is broken, and hence Bitcoin is the solution to that, right? You understand that, and so you'd never sell all of your Bitcoin. But when people see Shiba, right? And this goes back to what I was saying. The whole system of meme coins is predatory. Because as soon as this got listed on exchanges, as soon as this got listed to public exchanges where, millions of people were buying, everyone sold. Right, everyone sold because they don't actually care about the coin, right? And this is the thing. Do you think the devs held the coin? Do you think the people who made Shiba Inu didn't sell at this point? Yeah, of course they did. Of course they did because the whole thing is about making money, right? That's fine, as I said. But you have to be making money, in a way that's not predatory. And it's very predatory because this preys on people who enter crypto thinking it's, all about 100x's and gambling, when in reality, it's got way deeper fundamental use cases than that. And SafeMoon is another one I want to talk about, because SafeMoon, it's not even on TradingView, by the way, but I will say that SafeMoon, it's got, I guess you could say it's got the most potential out of these coins because it's, 215th market cap ranking. There's still a lot of people talking about SafeMoon, right? It's still pulling in, tens of millions of dollars of volume per day, but it is dying, right? It's clearly dying. I mean, it was pulling in hundreds of millions back here. Now it's only, it's struggling to reach for double digits in terms of volume per day right now. But the point is, the pattern, I will say, it's not actually on TradingView, I don't think, but it's not. So the pattern is kind of bullish, right? It's a rounding out pattern. It's been going down for a while. Realistically, it's probably a massive descending wedge. So, realistically, we should be seeing a breakout. But as I said, TA doesn't apply to these coins, right? They're meme coins. TA doesn't apply. It doesn't matter what the TA is. It's about marketing. And there's a lot of people calling for SafeMoon to go to $1. And this is another predatory tactic that they use, right? Dogecoin doesn't use it. In fact, they did back here, right? They did. But Shiba and SafeMoon know that the vast majority of their investors are going to be people either gambling or very, very new investors who don't know what they're doing, don't know anything about market cap, right? And this is why they create the tokenomics of the coin so that the price is always going to look very, very, very low, right? So we've got 0.00000 whatever, right? And Shiba Inu is the same thing, 0.000, right? So that if people think, well, they look at Bitcoin and say, oh, Bitcoin's at 64K. Why is this coin so low? It must be so undervalued. There's not many people in it yet. And they think they're early, when in reality, they're actually very, very late, right? We can look here quickly. We can look. In order for SafeMoon, right, for example, this is going to be some quick maths here. In order for SafeMoon to reach the market cap of Bitcoin, what's the market cap of Bitcoin, right? 800 billion. 800 billion is the current market cap of Bitcoin. We can take the SafeMoon price. We can go 0.00000. Yep. And we can divide that by the market cap, right? 729,093. Oh, actually, sorry. What we can do, let me just restart that. 0.000001245 divided by 1. Let's flip that around. 1 divided by 0.000001254. Alright, so in order for SafeMoon to reach, sorry about that delay, by the way, in order for SafeMoon to reach $1, alright, this is what a lot of people, a lot of new investors would think is a target, right? Because everyone on TikTok was saying SafeMoon to $1. Same thing with Dogecoin to $1, Shiba to $1, because they think it's undervalued because they don't understand market cap and tokenomics. They think that, oh, wow, it's so undervalued. This could go to $1 so easily. Bitcoin's at 64K. How could this thing not go to $1? In order for this to reach $100, it would have to go up 800,000 times in value from current prices. 800,000 times in value from current prices. Insane, right? Absolutely insane. And, I did the maths before. I did the maths pre-hand. In order for, this to happen, and what we actually did is we took into account the Bitcoin market cap of current prices and, the potential for SafeMoon to reach that. If SafeMoon reached the current, in order for SafeMoon to, go up, to that $1 mark. Sorry for stuttering here, guys. In order for SafeMoon to go up to $1, which is what a lot of people would say it would do, it would have to be 730 times larger than Bitcoin in terms of market cap. So let me say that again. In order for SafeMoon to go up to $1, which is what a lot of people were calling for, a lot of influencers, a lot of TikTokers, a lot of YouTubers, it would have to be 700 times larger than Bitcoin. 700 times larger than Bitcoin it would have to be. It's literally, it's impossible. It's genuinely impossible. It's not even theoretically possible. It's probably barely possible in terms of like most of the money in the world, right? 730 times larger than Bitcoin. Absolutely, absolutely impossible. And even for it to reach 1 cent, it would be impossible, right? It's just not going to happen. And taking off that, taking off quick maths here, in order for, safe, and then you say, okay, well, it might not reach $1. What about 1 cent? In order for it to reach 1 cent, it would have to be 7 times larger than Bitcoin. it's just not going to happen. And this is what I mean when it comes to the tactics that are used by these coins and why you shouldn't trust them. Because yes, right? This has been audited by Certec, right? Very, very reliable. It means it's not going to get rug pulled, right? It means that it's a safe thing to invest in. They're right, Safe Moon. It's safe to invest in. But what it doesn't tell you is that you're going to lose your money here, because you're going to be holding on for something that's not going to happen. And all the people who bought this coin early, all the people who bought it down, at fractions of the price of what it is now, are going to sell way before it gets those markers and suppress the price anyway. So it's the tactics that they use that makes it unreliable. You don't want to be investing, whether it's a meme or not, whether it's a joke or not, you don't want to be investing with projects and teams who use from the get-go predatory tactics to take people's money. That's all it is. They're using predatory tactics to take people's money, and you can play it off like it's just a joke and it's just a game, but deep down that people who invested in Shiba and people who invested in Safe Moon here in May and April before it crashed 80%, in the back of their minds, they might have been joking. They might just chuck in a few $100s just to play around. But in the back of their minds, they think it's actually possible for it to reach $1, right? They think it's actually their way to become a billionaire, a millionaire, whatever it may be. And, this is what I don't like about it, because it's coins with no use cases that claim to make you rich, right? If you want to be rich, you have to invest consistently over a long period of time, or you have to invest in terms of short-term trading in cyclical, in line with the cyclical theory, like, the 4-year cycle, and shifting your money properly from large caps to small caps as the altcoin season and as the bull run continues. That's how you make money, right? You can't make money through gambling, and through chucking a few $100s in Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, right? If it was that easy, everyone would do it, and everyone did it, and it still didn't work, okay? Everyone did it, and 90% of people lost money because all of the whales who bought down here, sold up here and dumped on everyone. And that's another thing. It's like all of the influencers from TikTok and YouTube and whoever promoted these coins said that when it dropped down, they said, well, you guys all made money anyway. Look how high it went. They didn't make money. No one made money. They all lost money, right? Because the only people who made money are the developers who had the coin from the get-go, and the people who bought all the way down here during this massive period, who had so many coins that they could sell at the top and move the price drastically. So when one guy bought $10,000 worth of Shiba down here, right? He sells at the top. He makes a shit ton of money, right? But since he has so much of a supply, him selling causes the price to drop 10%. And then from that point, there was a chain reaction and the price dropped over 50%. And then everyone who bought on the way up, screaming $1 to the moon, they lost money. So when you think about these coins, all you need to think about is basically they're just stealing your money. Right, and they're not directly stealing your money, they're not directly doing anything immoral, but there's tactics in play in the background that are immoral, right, and, they're predatory, and they prey on people who are coming into the market for the first time, and, honestly are just seeking a way out of the 9-to-5 grind, and that's why I'll never support meme coins. I'll never promote them on my channel. Get lots of people in comment sections promoting these coins and things similar, and general pancake swap coins. There's coins, for example, like Ego, like Let's Go Finance, right? And this is the difference between shit coins and actual coins with use cases that are undervalued. Let's Go Finance is a very undervalued coin. It's got a very small market cap, 64,000 in market cap. Very, 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 very micro cap coin, right? This is like more micro cap than anything you can imagine, right? But it actually has a use case, all right? It's not just a random coin that is literally invented, to make money and to be a meme. It actually has a use case. It's a Patreon alternative for cryptocurrency YouTubers, right? And for influencers and, charities, churches, musicians, right? The whole thesis is that it doesn't make sense for, influencers and charities or whatever to be using Patreon to accept donations through fiat currency when, they're into crypto, right? And they don't believe in fiat currency. So why would they not have an alternative where you can accept it through crypto in terms of staking, right? So you can stake with your favorite influencer, for example, here, Wolves of Crypto. You can stake these coins with me and, delegate a percentage of the earnings earned from staking as a donation to me. So you're not actually donating money, you're not actually giving money to me, you're making money with me, right? And that's an example. Obviously, I'm not saying you guys need to do this. I'm just saying there are coins out there, that are very micro cap that aren't scams, that aren't not necessarily scams, but aren't very, very, very bad investments, like Shiba, like Dogecoin, like SafeMoon. And again, if Dogecoin drops down to the levels it was at here during the bear market, I'll probably pick up some Dogecoin, right? As a gamble, as a little roll of the dice, right? But right now, it's just, what's the upside potential? The upside potential, it goes to $1, right? What, I get like a 5x, right? The downside potential, it drops 99%. It's not worth it, guys. And, you guys can disagree with me all you want, and you can say that I think you can tell me that Wolves of Crypto, I think you're looking into it too much. It's just a bit of a joke. It's a bit of a joke, but it's predatory, and that's just what it is at the end of the day. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry about that little break I took, that little pause I had in my little mental break when it came to the maths there and the calculator, but, I should have done it pre-hand. I just wanted to make this video as authentic as possible. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts. Let me know what you think down in the comment sections below. If you have any, alternate opinions, let me know if you made any money on Dogecoin, Shiba, and SafeMoon, because I honestly don't know many people who did. I'm going to be honest with you. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.